Hey, everybody, not happy, I don't know. Good afternoon, not happy Saturday. God, I'm jumping the gun. I want the weekend to be here so bad. Happy Saturday. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I wanted to get on here and do the forecast really quickly for July 22nd through the 31st of 2020. There's not a whole lot of action going on, celestially speaking. We just had an earthquake, what was it, yesterday in Japan? Or no, not Japan, Alaska. It's like a big one, 7.8. So we were still under that Uranic energy. Or not Uranic energy, the Moonic energy. I always said that Uranic and Moonic energy will make the fault lines come alive. Okay. Forecast for July 22nd through the 31st. Now, happy birthday to you, Leo. The sun has moved as of today into Leo, out of Cancer and into Leo. So it is officially Leo season. Now, with the sun in Leo, we can now get in touch with our creative side, each and every one of us, wherever Leo falls by house and sign, you will be able to create something in that house through creativity. Play like children again in some way and enjoy life. That's what Leo would do, and that is what Leo would do. Be the leader in whatever your path. Just like the powerful, mighty lion, the lion is full of bravery and courage. Definitely the king and queen of the zodiac. Now, Leo souls, you guys are born to shine. Take center stage and stand out in the spotlight. Their energy is definitely dignified. That is one thing I could say about out of the whole complexity of the zodiac, Leo is a dignified sign. And they're very magnetic and usually achieve careers that are in the spotlight, arts, public life, even politics in some ways, management, research, and they take center stage in all of their endeavors. Some famous Leos are Madonna, of course, Jennifer Lopez. Of course, I think she's born in July, so she's a July Leo. Arnold Schwarzenegger, former President Obama, I believe, was a Leo. A lot of Leos are always in center stage, or either acting or performing or politics. So happy birthday to all of you Leos out there, okay? I'm very fond of Leos. I have a daughter who's Leo, so. Now, we do have days of caution coming up later in this week. This is for July 26th, 27th, and 28th, where once again we move into a Plutonic phase and the universe takes on that negative energy. This energy rules all the criminal activities, rape, murder. This also rules the sex and porn industry. And yes, this also rules sex trafficking and sex abuse and child abuse in some ways. This is the police force, law enforcement, the Secret Service. Anytime we go into this kind of energy, you will notice secrets always seem to be exposed in this energy. And it also makes a lot of the rich and famous, they make headlines, and usually even worse, they die or they lose their life. Carrie Fisher died in this phase. There's a lot of celebrities who have died in this phase. She's the first one that comes to mind. Now, I always warn you guys during this phase, even though this is going to be in a waxing moon phase, still, waxing or not, this really isn't the time to go out into large crowds. I would not, I repeat, I would not go out and protest unless you want to have problems. Not the time to go into large crowds. And since we're all in lockdown, a lot of us, there's nowhere to go except protests, but don't go to them. You will pay the price if you do. Know your surroundings, stay home. This is a perfect time to also check your bank account. I've been ripped off before in this phase, so it's always good to check and see if there's been any illegal activity going on in your accounts. And next weekend's the perfect time to spend time at home with the family, relaxing. And you magical folk, if you are in that realm, most practitioners know that the moon's energy phase lasts about every 2.5 days, moving through each sign. So the energies this week are going to be ruled a lot by Virgo, which will be about cleansing and organizing and health matters. That's the perfect time to do spells for that. I believe Virgo also rules the intestines and the nervous system in some ways. So if you have to do healing rituals for that, perfect time the next few days. I think the moon's in Virgo now. So anything like that'll help. Then when it slips into Libra, Libra is great for healing and doing rituals for ailments of the kidneys. They rule the kidneys, but Libra is also about balance, harmony, and peace. This is also a perfect time. Moon is waxing and Venus is not retrograde. This is a perfect time to propose marriage or set a wedding date, anything like that. And doing spells for things like that will work well also. And then, of course, next weekend, we have the big one, as I call it, the Scorpio moon energy moving in. It coincides with my Platonic phase. And this is very powerful magical energy. Anyone out there that practices magic knows when the moon's in Scorpio, it's high magic. So, and it's also magic to be done for love and lust. Things like that. It all helps with doing spells on the sex organs. And this would be, like I've always said this in other broadcasts, if you ever wondered about the penis candle and the vagina candle that you can get in some of these botanicas, this would be the perfect time to use those for certain spells, for intimacy, for sexuality, for impotence, all kinds of possibilities with this moon magic. So make magic happen. And I hope you all have a great couple of weeks ahead. Hey, KP, I can never say this. KP Honey? Hooey. KP Hooey. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Happy hump day, as they call it. And I'm just about done with my forecast. I decided to put in a picture. A friend of mine posted on her Facebook page, and I just couldn't resist using it for the picture for this newsletter. And it's just a little lion on his back holding his feet up saying, feeling cute, might eat a poacher later. I don't know. I liked him because he was very Leo looking. He's Leo the lion. So I will be going on here tomorrow sometime. I've been doing quite a bit of readings the last few days, but I will be going on here tomorrow with the stars of Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh my God. I don't know how to say this, and I don't want to be a drama queen because I'm trying not to. Kapui. Got it. Kapui. I love it. God, I'm an idiot sometimes. Kapui. Why didn't I pick up on that? Where was I? I was talking about the stars of that wicked, evil woman. If the devil was a woman, it would be Ghislaine Maxwell. Yes. Anyway, we're going to do her stars tomorrow. I've written up some things about her. I didn't go into too great detail, but I gave you the basics of what really popped out for me in her chart. And also letting you know from March, what was it? March 21st of this year to July 1st of this year, Saturn moved into Aquarius for those 3 months. And it stepped back now. It moved back into Capricorn. Now it moved back into its governing sign. So what I'm trying to say is, when Jeffrey Epstein died, not only did he die with Saturn sitting right on him because he was born in January. He was a Capricorn, just like Ghislaine, except Ghislaine was born in December. She's a December Capricorn. The dragon was directly hunting for Jeffrey Epstein. Throw in Saturn sitting on his first house, a dragon's tail sitting on his first house. Now we move, and the energy shifted into a dragon head and tail axis in Gemini Sagittarius. And Ghislaine is a December 26th, I don't remember the year, 1961 Capricorn. She also has a dragon energy in Sagittarius. So there's this double energy that's hunting for her right now. If she lives and testifies, it would be a miracle. I worry about that. I hope she has some sort of, what do you call it? I hope she has something in writing if she does meet her demise. But yeah, her stars are pretty dark and evil. And we'll go over those tomorrow. I think that's about all I have to say today. It's a short and sweet video. I don't have a whole lot going on for the next few weeks. Like I said, the next 10 days, it's just basically a platonic energy. The moon or the sun moving into Leo. I had a piece of paper sitting here. And that is about it. So I am going to do one more thing since I've been doing these this morning with my readings. And I'm going to pull an angel card for the world because the world needs it. The world is incredibly divided and it's just kind of crazy. So let's pull an angel card really quick before I leave for the universe at large. And what messages do the angels have for us as human beings? What messages do the angels have for us as humans? What messages do the angels want us to know as human beings? All right, so the angels are telling the universe to believe in miracles. I don't know, that can be a little hard to believe. I know, but we must believe in miracles. I never can hold this thing up right. I love broadcasting at this time of day because the sunlight in the summer just shines and beams right in. So there's so much light. But miracles, this is about miracles can happen. I'm not sure what kind of miracle that is. For me, I think I'd settle for an alien invasion of some sort. Making contact, that would be a miracle for me. Finding peace. Merry meet. Yep, merry meet as well. I know. Miracles do happen all the time. Yes. So I know some people don't like me to say have faith, but do have a little faith. Don't feed into the fear. And I'll read you exactly what the booklet says, but in my opinion, this is saying miracles happen every day. Don't feed into the fear. Yes, it's getting harder and harder to deal with certain things, and this planet is in crisis, not just its people, but the planet itself. So miracles happen every day. You're absolutely right. Kapui. right? I said it right. Kapooey. I love it. Weren't you the one who was telling me that was the name of a cat? What a cute name. If I remember correctly, what a cute name for a cat. All right, miracles. Miracles are occurring all around us right now. Begin to notice them, and you will experience even more miracles. I do think this has a lot to do with man's disconnect from nature. Great, I have a cat throwing up. Can you hear all that? Ay, ay, ay. I think this has a lot to do with man not being connected to nature. Nature gives us messages and signs, and sometimes we're too busy with our cell phones and our technology not to notice the things that are going on around us. Um, it, it's very interesting. We should be more observant of our surroundings spiritually and physically, of course. Being more in tune with our surroundings gives us a little bit higher consciousness where we could see things and observe things on a higher level of consciousness instead of always being in the material world, if that makes any sense. Oh, I know. I've had a cat like that myself, and she was my familiar. It was hard when I lost her. Now, this card is the angel's way of telling all of us that expect a miracle. Perhaps you feel that you need one right now. Many of us do need miracles. Be open to allowing Creator to help you resolve your challenges in ways that will surprise you. Be open to the door. Be open and let the doors be open for miracles to happen, and willing to surrender your fears to the higher power. That's cool. Awesome. Pagan on the Prairie. I love it. Where was I? Visualize angels carrying you away with whatever issues you have right now, and feel yourself supported by Creator's wisdom and creativity. As you relax into this source, you are assured that blessings are surrounding you right now. Be open to a miracle coming your way. So, miracles can happen and they will. Um, like I said, we're in the waxing moon phase, so news is relatively a little more positive in nature. I mean, we did have an earthquake yesterday, was it? Yesterday in Alaska. It was a big one too, like a 7.8. This was just coming out of that moonic phase. Moonic phases and Uranic phases, you will always see the Mother Earth come alive. Earthquakes, fault lines. But the next 10 days look pretty good for making magic and doing positive energy work. Um, High magic, of course, comes on the 27th and 28th. Of course, it's in Scorpio. We already talked about that. But, the Miracles card can have a lot to do with the moon in Virgo as well, and the moon in Libra. Okay. Even though angels are angels, they do take on astrological anomalies and stuff like that, and astrological modalities, not anomalies. I'm talking ghosts. So yeah, this is a good week for doing a lot of different types of magic for whichever, and whichever kind of magic you need to practice. If it's a love thing, you would want to wait, or love and lust, obviously wait till Scorpio's in effect. But if you need balance and harmony in your life, or maybe you want to do a spell to get that significant other to propose, Libra. Libra rules the seventh house of marriage. Perfect time to use astrology and the stars incorporate them into your magic. So miracles happen every day. Remember that. That is the angel mantra for the day. Would you like me to pull a card for you while we have you in the chat? I can, before I log out. Fire dancing for the new moon. Ah, there you go. That sounds like fun. So Kapui, do you want me to pull an angel card for you? Yes. Okay, here we go. Anything in particular you want me to ask, or just a card in general, like I did for the world? All right. What angel messages have for Kapui? Okay. Will my love become more peaceful and fulfilling? Okay. Let's see what the angels have to say. Will love become more peaceful and fulfilling? Will love become more peaceful and fulfilling? Love become more peaceful and fulfilling. Okay. All right. You drew the card listening. So you're asking, will my love become more peaceful and fulfilling? I think we need to listen maybe to our angels or our spirit guides. That's what I'm getting from the card, listening more, or that they are listening to you. So let's see what the booklet says. It's a really pretty card. I love the color on it. Blue, light blue. It's so pretty. And it looks like there's two angels. So it looks to me like there's an angel here listening to your prayers in some way, your wishes. And I always tell, you're a pagan, so I don't have to explain this to you, but I always tell people that don't walk a pagan path that when we pray, when we say a prayer, if we're Christian or very religious, when we say a prayer, you're doing a spell. You're doing a spell. Prayer is spell work, in my opinion. So when we're listening, whether it's we're creating a spell for listening to the messages, or if we're praying to a higher power, it's still a sort of form of spell work. So let me read to you what listening means from the booklet. And this is about love. So this is telling you that you're in communication with your angels, and they're trying to communicate with you as well. Okay. It says here that you're in communication with your angels, and that the messages that you are receiving are very real indeed. And trust them. This card is a validation from your angels that you rely on hearing them. You have been receiving repetitive messages through your feelings, dreams, visions, inner voice, knowingness, even nature in some ways. And you are listening and trusting these messages. Are you following them? If you get an inclination to call someone, go somewhere, or read something, it's important to follow this guidance. So go with the flow. Oh, wow, how cool. Okay, where was I? I look up to read what you're writing and then I lose my place. It's my own damn fault. Okay, so by drawing this card, you are asking the angels to give you all your doubts and worries about divine guidance to them. Know that you are truly communicating with the heavens, the divine and the higher powers that be, and enjoy the conversation. So I don't have to tell you, little maybe angel meditation, but you'll know. You got the messages. This is for love. Let's see, well, I think so. Absolutely. Well, that's why I keep on believing this path. Well, there you go. So I hope that helped, and always know the angels are listening, even to all of us, not just for you, but for everybody. But I always tell my clients this, and I tell a lot of people that aren't spiritual or even religious that, and even as Christians, they know that, if you don't ask, sometimes you have to call upon a higher power for the higher power to help you. That's how angels are. Guardian angels are a little different. They're sent here to help us, and they're usually people that have passed on, that come back for certain situations and trials in our life. But archangels are always there. So always call upon them. They'll always answer you in some way. They'll always give you a message. I've seen it many times for my own self. Is I call upon the angels, sit in my backyard, and maybe a minute later, beautiful butterfly flies by. That's a message. That's an angel message. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed it, and best of luck to you. Blessed be, and enjoy. When is it? When's the next moon phase? The 3rd of August, I think. Is that the next celebration? Let me look real quick. I thought it was August 3rd. Next full moon. Yep, August 3rd. So yes, enjoy. I should be back on here much sooner than that. In fact, I'm doing one tomorrow on that woman. That's all I'm going to say. That woman. It's just been a long road. I thoroughly enjoy your perspective and your reads. Oh, thank you so much. Sometimes my energy is a little scattered with all that Gemini in me, even though I'm Capricorn. I kind of, move around. I'm working on grounding that. We all have our trials and tribulations and things that we need to improve, and I'm trying to do better broadcasting. So the move is going slow, but it'll get there in time. I'm convinced that the universe has me stationed here for a reason. And I'm not sure what that reason is yet. I think maybe because of this whole COVID thing. And an 8-8 portal is coming. I'm being told to sit tight until September. That's what Spirit's telling me. So I'm going to wait until September. And I'm not going to keep going back and forth over there. I'm going to let the construction workers do what they have to do and get done. I have a tendency as a Capricorn to be a bit of a control freak, and I want to be in control of everything. So I'm realizing it's getting expensive going back and forth, back and forth. I'm just going to let them do what they have to do, and I'll be there in fall. It'll be a nice fall equinox for me in the country. I'm looking forward to it. But for now, we're sitting tight in Cali. We're hanging in Cali. We all got the slow down going on. Definitely. Definitely. So yes, I'm just going to go with the flow as that's all we can do. I mean, what can we do? You just take it one day at a time. Don't feed into fear, and keep connected to your spirituality, whatever that is. I think if I wasn't in the craft, I'd be very lost. you know, that connection to spirit and nature just kind of keeps me balanced and grounded. And the stars, of course. Um, Reading them kind of is a little scary sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh. Now I wonder, and I sometimes wonder now I know why Nostradamus back 500 plus years ago wrote in cryptic messages. It's interesting for sure, but I am almost out of here. I've got to go and get some dinner for everybody. And I will be back on here tomorrow. I'll set up a thing. It'll probably be about 3 in the afternoon that I go on. And I'm going to talk about the stars of Ghislaine Maxwell and her stars and fate, which don't look good. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I will see you soon. Blessed be everyone. Ciao. Bye, you guys.